Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3 with Black Ice 10.33, and we're doing a test playthrough and seeing how it goes without GGA. That is the continuing purpose. Okay, capital ship rudder advance of this playthrough would be capital ship. Okay, 39 cancel. Okay, well, don't have that. Don't know, we are getting nearer to do 37 technologies because we're Germany and we have lots of leadership and we can throw a lot of development at things. That's the way it should be. There really was, not just in Germany, but there really was an effort in Germany to develop things. Technological, just generally speaking. Alright, well, let's look here at the tanks. 38. The cursor 37. We'll come over here and start in on the... Ooh, let's look back up at National. Here, yeah, let's do road network. There we go, that's... Oh, and we stole some blueprints off the British. Carrier light anti-aircraft artillery to level 1, given the following benefits. Okay, CVs, CCVs, SCVs, CVLs. I know it's CVLs, CVEs, and CVs. I'm guessing that's some sort of super, or that's maybe the super carrier. I don't know. Okay, stormtrooper tactics, very good. We'll let that continue, and when we get more, we'll start researching other. Tactics, that's what I was looking for. Yes, you may have energy. It's cheap. No. That's a small margin. We could use better relations with Finland, so yeah, we'll take that. Okay, fleet auxiliary carrier doctrines, which I believe is a one and done, which opens up a lot of things here. Underway replenishment. I know we just... looked at the tactics things, but getting this now looks to be a good idea. As well. Bulgaria, yes. Well, a lot of these people want really small overall. Yes, let's see. Now, can we sell somebody like the Soviet Union? Could they have excess money? Do they want? Oh, very likely. That's also another good thing. Okay, okay, that's a little too... oh, no, it's Oh, let's cut this down. Yeah, like that. They're in deficit. We don't have any extra money at the moment. Okay, good. Where it basically covers what we're buying, or what we're buying from them. Good. Just hoping to improve relations in those areas, as well as, particularly with Romania, bring in some more money. Spain, yes. Well, they want a lot. And we're constantly, at least currently, oh, we don't want to have this running while we look at this because of the possible crash problems. Again, if you haven't been following the series closely, if these all go to go to 0 or -0 or something like that, when this is open, or if you see it up here and then you click here, it will immediately crash your game. None of us are exactly sure what causes it. It's some coding in some event. I know that part of it, but just what in the coding does it, I'm not quite sure. Because we can't really go in and look and see so much. So yeah, small ship fire control. Computers have advanced. So just don't play with the window open, as it were. Okay, HQ cores have advanced. And Army HQs have advanced. Very good. Let's come up and look at industry here. Electronics. General nation building. Okay, we'll do heavy armor forging. And yes, we could do mountain warfare. Yes, we'll support the Deutsches Colonial Kriegers Bund. Build air bases. We're not going to talk about all of the things. Gotta keep myself, talking here now is fine, but I don't need to talk about all the different stuff because we want to play. Okay, that'll all come through first and I'll get readjusted. There we go. So I'll flash briefly on the screen. Oh, we have a lot of free spies. Okay, so that's telling me two things. One, putting too much into espionage. Two, oh, let's walk these down. Two, we should do a little bit more with our espionage. Okay, and Intel, we're spying on Britain for trying, and Japan, along with working on ourselves. don't know with the Great Depression effects. I don't know how badly it's dealing with the USA, but we might as well see about tech espionage here. And because we have 51. Maybe we should do officers, but we're still in 36, so plenty of time to build up as we continue to build our armed forces. Okay, transport ship hull advances. Yeah, they'll probably be happening soon. Purpose. Yeah, that's this one, I think, so we're gonna let that go. Artillery units advance. Very good. Let's look more to the Air Force at the moment. Big race party days. The consumer goods way down to hopefully get that down soon. Okay, no longer get money, no longer get money, no longer get money. Sometimes some of those we haven't been getting money for a while, so it doesn't immediately drop down here. Other times, I don't know. Okay, no, not from Albania, not from Yugoslavia, not from Panama. Anti-submarine warfare for small ships. Yeah, that's too far in advance. Oh, it's okay, we could do this now. Maybe again, like I did say, I remember our artillery unit command and control. We're shifting most of this over to small fighter. We make the offer. They reject us. A human player could accept that, but it's basically programmed to be rejected by the AI. Okay, we're going to get those completing and pushing through a lot of that stuff fairly quickly. No, I don't think so. We may just invade you on Vemit. Well, I don't know if we're going to get that far in this series. Okay, yes. Czechoslovakia, no, they'll just invade any of your resources that you still have at that point. What does Japan want to do? We give them money for rare materials. Okay. Who else should we try to steal technology from? We are trying from Japan and Germany, naval powers. And the US also naval powers. I'm just guessing we're more advanced than the Soviets on land operations, and they're probably not doing much naval. Occasional advancement, very good. You can't steal what they don't have. These don't have better than you do. And down here we can go to... I still want a little bit of a cushion there. Okay. That's all good. Let's... put a few more factories down this way. In our east to be away from more likely bombings in the west. Now we're going to come over here, push all of these to the bottom. So we have that because we're getting close to coming through with these. Now these are like going to be like those. So most of these up here, they're going to keep adding more. We have fallen back. No, not really. Yeah, we can let that go. Okay, well, who can we sell stuff to? Iran, Saudi Arabia doesn't. I don't think they like us enough either. Or maybe they're just purely not in the market for supplies. Italy, they got money. Now they need oil, but do they want supplies? This offering. No, doesn't look like it. Romania. Maybe they'll buy some more supplies. Oh, good. Now, 14. There we go. Let's do that. And sorting it by name. Okay. Now, do we want to trade more with the US? No, I think we want to continue to try to trade with the Soviets. So let's come here and buy some rare materials. We are down by almost 3. We want to keep. Oh, no, that's a bit much. There we go. Hopefully that'll balance out with it. We'll make from Romania. Also, we don't need so many diplomats. We'll keep a fraction of them being added to, but sure. Yes. Another torpedo boats. Good, grayed out. Alright. Yeah, we can start researching that stuff. And we will ask them for oil agreement. Okay, I guess our extra grade got that maybe a little earlier. Strategic effect will appear. Improved relations. 5,000 oil. Which we could certainly use. Those down that way. No, I don't think we will give them the money. We know we're going to need more rare materials. Create more analysis. Yeah, that gets to continue. Naval strike tactics, very good. Yeah, we'll let that continue as well. We are considerably expanding our industrial capacity. Okay. Now, diplomacy, Soviet Union. Okay, they don't have much money, but we could buy some more rare material. USA doesn't really. We apparently have a surplus too. Now we're under the effects of the China trade, which is actually rather useful. These are probably too much of a puppet of Britain. Sweden now. Yeah, you don't like us after us refusing the Nobel Prize thingy. Austria. We want to buy some supplies by any chance? Well, let's see, air liaison. We'll get closer support. Good. Now we gotta look again at possible trading. I'm sort of hoping the US or Soviet Union would do something to have more money. Well, we'll go with maybe. I think we can afford the likely rejection. Yeah, thought so. I wonder how the computer calculates that maybe. There's likely and very likely. Wonder, is it a percent chance? Or what? I don't know. Oh, we're paused. I wonder why we stopped moving. Yeah, I know we're going negative here. We're going to live with it for a little while. You just remember, National Spain, how much we're helping you out. Okay, good. The 4-year plan regains threat, but yes on everyone. That's a bit of a disadvantage. You could try not to do it. I mean, you don't have to take this. Shack will be removed. Goring will be the new head. You can read all of that. Now, this, as you saw, should increase some of the resources we have. But I don't know how much. Some of the critical areas, how much that will. Maybe I just don't remember right offhand. Okay, so now we're into the fighters. That's all right. That's all right. We can also research some more. Let's do tactical air support. And because of the 4-year plan and removing other things, it increases our research. I really do see the 4-year plan as the big thing that Germany was doing to get ready for the war. I don't think my mod overemphasizes its importance. And we are going to keep going here, but not get me off into a discussion. But economies aren't a zero-sum game, sort of like how this is, meaning generating funds, generating more activities. And by providing all of the jobs that then allows those people to spend money that then we'll let it go. You know, because most of the I would say most of the 4-year plan is not direct government jobs. We could argue one way or another that Reichswerk Hermann Göring's is a government enterprise, and it is definitely owned by the government. That, quite honestly, I really don't know how it was run, so take this as speculation. That doesn't mean it's like the post office, in which you can't fire people or whatever. You know, it's not like a government job. It's more like a company that is owned by the government. And I could say it was like Ford and was it GM? I forget. 2 of the big 3 automakers in America took bailout money under George Bush. And as part of taking the bailout money, the government owned parts of, percentage of the company until it was paid back off. So it was government ownership there. I do believe they both political indoctrination. They both paid back the money that they got from the government. So, but for a while they were, I think that's one of the things, like GM was government motors or whatever people were saying. And so that isn't socialism, that isn't free market capitalism either, but the government owned shares in some of the major motor companies, automotive companies. So let's start with this one. And the government had a lot of influence. And so I think likely, and that was part of the reason, to save a lot of the economic stability, is why the government did that. So it's not like, say, the automotive company can't downsize in the employment area by firing or laying off, or however you want to say it. A lot of people they certainly could have, and I don't know if they did or didn't during that time period. And I know I'm not really going to talk a lot about this, but generally speaking, it's in the government interest to keep as many people employed as possible, but it's also in the government interest because they were going to be temporary ownership in one of those companies to succeed if, for good business reasons, they could get rid of people. But generally, the government wants the people in the jobs. But it isn't like trying to fire a direct government employee. That's sort of my understanding is Reichswerk Hermann Göring. I mean, Hermann Göring had his name on it, and he was controlling the 4-year plan. And I do believe he raked off a bunch of money, skimmed a bunch of money off of it. But it wasn't like his ownership. It was his to manage for the government. But otherwise, these were sort of government-owned private company or private industry. Reichswerk Hermann Göring, that is. It's, so that's my understanding of it. Yeah, and because I'm trying to, like the local postman worked for the government. The local bureaucrat, those are government jobs. Work for Reichswerk Hermann Göring, you're working for a company that happens to be owned by the government. And definitely it's not like working for Krupp, which wasn't owned by the government. It was owned by the individuals, part of the National Socialist economy, though, which is different than Marxist socialism. Good, yeah, we'll send him down there. Italy, what do you want? We'll give you energy for a little bit of money. Great. So, yeah, I'm just trying to explain my understanding of Reichswerk Hermann Göring and how it functioned. And how the Nazi economy functioned. I do take, and I know some people, oh, they just call themselves socialist, national socialist. Hitler states, I am a socialist, but he's not a Marxist. Is all socialism Marxism? No. Socialism, as I take the meaning, is collectivization, collective ownership of the means of production. And the Nazis very much believed that, come on, just buy something from me. Okay, let's see. We're going to start influencing some of these nations. Maybe that'll use up some of my diplomatic points. Get them to be more likely to buy. Oh, you don't want to do that, do you? Okay, we'll also try to influence the nations here. And then let's also look back under name, just in case USA. Now they're slightly positive. Let's have a that's impossible, so we'll just stick with that. Very likely. Croatian question, provide applause. Necessary funds lose. Yeah. Well, we'll go with an SSHQ. May be useful later on. A fundamental difference between National Socialism as Hitler wanted it practiced. You can always go, yeah, well, we're socialists and we're nationalists, so it's National Socialism. I get that. But from what Hitler practiced, his National Socialism, Hitler fundamentally believes in conflict and competition. He fundamentally believes it. He does not believe in central planning. He does not want central planning. He wants that competitive element. That's very key to his understanding of the world and worldview. And he sees this, and I was first sort of exposed this not as an economic thing, but as a his view of if you will, international relations, but going way back to tribal days. It's the fierce, aggressive, successful tribes that win, and you need to have that sort of constant pressure on the tribe so it stays strong, and otherwise if it gets too soft, lives too luxuriously, some other hungry tribe will come and take over the good things they have until they get soft. So Hitler really believes in that element, but he is not a capitalist either, so it's really sort of weird. Ooh, this is Argentina. I want to buy. No. Iraq, too much of a British puppet. Mexico, maybe? Oh, they may. Okay, cool. They got. Oh, that's pretty good. That would do us nicely. Egypt, do you want supplies? Will the British take you over? Oh, no, that's impossible. Okay. That's good. Yep, okay, that's good. Those two, I think, will get us out of the red. Preferably, I'll stay around until at least Egypt gets swallowed by Britain within the game. So they just do that because the AI won't, British AI won't protect a puppet Egypt well. But it was very much sort of the opposite, shall we say. Egypt growing more and more independent over time. As opposed to Britain trying or trying to, annex it. I understand the necessity of the game as it functions for modders to deal with. I think they overmuch do the sort of puppet state thing in Hoi 4. In places where I don't think it was puppet state, and 2, even if it sort of was, but because of certain trade reasoning, meaning because of the way it works in Hoi 4, you trade resources for civ factories that build stuff in your nation. So you have the situation where Dutch East Indies, Indonesia, whatever you want to call it, gets a lot of development because a lot of people are, including the home country, the Netherlands, are buying a lot of resources from the Dutch East Indies, particularly rubber, but buying that, and so there's a lot of developments that's happened there, but that's not what happened. There was, I don't know if there was much industrial development at all by the Dutch, but there was infrastructure development and other things going on. So there was some development, but it was mostly an exploitation thing. So it was the Netherlands getting wealthy, industrializing, developing. So that's sort of the flaw, if you will, in the way that they're setting up. Now, I also get the idea that setting it up that way helps the AI to have sort of a colonial army down there better and protect that. So I sort of get that too, but I think they overdo it in some cases. Carrier rudder advance. We're accepting the minor losses here for now. No. Okay, direct fire unit command control. Okay, actually, let's move that, get that going there. For artillery. Well, since Bulgaria did want to trade with me, let's see if we can trade with Bulgaria. But, oh, they want to buy supply stuff for me. That's even better. That's good. That was my main goal there. Just to trade to improve relations. Okay, diplomacy. Soviet Union. I have a little bit of money, but I want rare materials. I have a positive there, so yeah. Okay, I think we will end the episode here. I want to thank you all for making it here. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, comment below. Comment, please comment. And I can also shout out, though he hasn't posted in the last couple of days, Sauron of Mordor has been a hero at commenting in the videos, and I do appreciate that. Thanks so much.